Welcome to Way to Truth for Life. This morning edition, we'll be talking about fantasies and reality. So be sure it is not a fantasy, all right? Because many of us, we get into business or we get into things and we can't really say exactly what it is that we are getting into. So it's important you know what it is. Be sure it is not fantasy. Solve a real problem. Let's read Luke 14, verse 28. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? And let's read again Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Okay. Inspiration is powerful, but execution begins with reality. Many people aren't failing because they lack ideas. They are failing because they are trying to build fantasies instead of solving problems. Every business and everything that we get into are meant to solve a problem. You understand what I'm saying? So whatsoever we find ourselves doing, if it's not solving a problem, then it's a fantasy. It's something, it's a hobby, it's something we are just playing around. I will not use the word we are fooling around, but it's something we are playing around with. Dreams are free, but execution is costly. Yeah, we all have dreams. We all wake up with ideas and thoughts and everything, and they're all great. But execution is costly. The world is full of dreamers, but God is looking for doers. There's a difference between a vision and a fantasy. A vision sees a solution, a problem, and moves towards it. A fantasy wants success without solving anything. God didn't create us to simply dream big. He created us to do what? To observe the needs, to offer the solution, to execute with wisdom. About dreaming, everybody has a dream. Everybody have something that we wish we can do or we can get. We should be careful between our fantasy and our reality. Your business must solve something. Everything we do must be able to do what? To solve something. It's important. Our business, our ideas must be tailored to do what? To solve a problem. If it's not solving a problem, then there's a problem. That's a problem on its own. Every business that survives does one thing well. It meets a real need. You can't start a business. You can be doing something. So many times our fantasy actually draw us into illusion where we see things and it's like abracadabra and we expect it to just happen. It doesn't happen like that. But sometimes our fantasy leads us into a way that it seems that the thing is working, the thing is going somewhere. But what happens is he doesn't survive. Now, here are basic questions every business must answer. What problem am I solving? Who needs this solution? What pain will they pay to eliminate? What problem, are you solving or do you plan to solve with whatever vision or dreams you have? Now, who needs the solution? The solution you have, because you need to find out who needs the solution. Many times I've talked about this woman with a jar of oil. I said, the prophet Eli could have given her money to solve her problem. But he didn't do that. He told her, what do you have in your house? She has oil. Now, go and gather empty jars. So who needs your solution? Go and gather those who need your solution. What pain will they pay to eliminate? What is their need? How big is their need? How important is their need that it will cost them to get it? That's when you make money. That's when you know you are really changing something, not necessarily money, but what is that solution that is so important that they will go to any length to get? I mean, we see people coming to Europe, and we see them coming through the boat and everything. The problem they're trying to solve is not coming, it's not being in Europe that is the thing. There's something they couldn't get. There's something that have to do with their life that they don't mind paying they don't mind if they drown. It's what is that thing that's so important that they will pay dearly to get. So you need to ask yourself, this is my vision, this is my dream, this thing that I'm fantasizing, or this thing that I'm thinking I want to get into business for. Why would I want it? How big is the need that the value that will make somebody, to go to any length to get it? If you can't answer those three questions, then you are not in business. You're just having a hobby, or you're just hoping. Now, let's look at an example here. If you look at Jesus Christ, he came to solve the world's biggest problem, sin. And what? The worst sin for those that have been separated from God. His solution is the cross. The solution for that is the cross. Was it painful? Yes. Was it costly? Yes. But redemption is the result of all that. So, how important is what you are going through, the solution you are preferring? How important? Who is it set up for? So, it's important we look into that. Biblical wisdom encourages market awareness. The woman with the jar of oil, 2 Kings 4:1-7, was in debt. Her solution was what? Sitting in her house. Oil. The solution for that is already available. It's already with her. But it did not become valuable until she recognized the problem, until she activated the solution, the oil, until she found those who needed what she had, borrowed vessels. Has she tried to sell perfume instead, it will have worked, because she'd be ignoring the real problem. So, yesterday, I said something. I say many of us, we look at the mirror to see ourselves, but we wonder why the other person you are seeing, the vision we are getting, is not smiling or is not happy. You know why? And I say, because we are focusing on somebody else's achievement. We are looking at somebody else's goal. We are looking at what other people have achieved. And so we are wondering, why are we not feeling like that? Listen, what you want to achieve is inside of you. It's already with you. She was able to recognize the problem. Listen, I have a problem here. I have debt to pay. And then she recognized, she was able to do what? To find what she had. All this while, the oil was already there. But she didn't know what to do with it. She found those who needed what she had. So, you need to do that survey. You need to do that investigation. You need to find what I have. Who are in need of it? Who needs those things that I have? Then you come back to the mirror. Then you will see that the reflection that you will get this time will be satisfying, it will be glowing. You know what I'm saying? You can't solve imaginary problems. You must meet real needs. We need to validate our dreams before what? Before we build it. Many start business based on excitement or emotional high, but without validation. Proverbs 24:27 says, put your outdoor work in order and get your feet ready. After that, build your house. Do people want what you have? Will they pay for it? Has anyone done this before? If yes, can I do it better or differently? You need to do that survey. It's important that you are able to do what? You are able to analyze your environment, analyze your possibilities, analyze how to multiply what you have. And then you can say to yourself, I'm ready to build. Fantasy is vision without discipline. Vision from God always include clarity of purpose, strategy of execution, stewardship of resources. Let me repeat it. Vision from God always includes clarity of purpose, strategy of execution, stewardship of resources. God told Noah exactly how to build the ark. He gave Moses a pattern for the tabernacle. He gave Nehemiah favor and resources to rebuild a city. Dream from God come with a plan, not just a passion. So it's important we realize that sooner than later. Because you might have invested yourself and be wasted your resources, wasted whatever you have, not knowing that you need to do what? To plan. Dream from God, what? Comes with what? A plan, not just a passion. Don't be seduced by trend. Oh, this, what is going on, this, how they're doing it. You are not them. You are you, uniquely created with a different purpose and different plan. And it might look the same, but it's not the same. One of the biggest traps is copying someone else's calling. What you are called to be or to do is different than everybody. It might look the same, but it's not the same. The purpose, the plan, the setting is not the same. You saw someone launch a sneaker line. Now you want one too. You saw someone profit from coaching. Now you are a coach. You saw someone create a podcast. Now you are podcasting with no clear message. Now, why are you there? Why are you talking? Why am I here? What is the purpose? Many people want to join me. They want to be what do you call it, co-host and everything. And I say, this is not my kind of what I want, podcasting. This is not the kind of life I want to do. I'm not after that. I'm here to encourage people. I'm here to invest in one or two people that think that it's impossible, it's difficult for them to move, that you can actually move, you can actually achieve it. And I have a book, to show, to sell, to make people to listen. I can't tell you everything, but there's so much already written in my book. So go and get it. It will help you. So that's why I'm here. So you need to find out, why do you want to do the podcast? It's not because somebody is doing it. No, it should be an avenue for you to complete what you've already started. What is that in your head? What's in your vision? What's the plan that you have? Your business must be born from burden, not bandwagon. Trend can expire, but if it's not your assignment, it will drain you. So it's important. There's 5 questions to test your business idea. 1, what urgent problem does this solve? Ask yourself, this discussion, whatever, this business I'm starting, what urgent problem does it solve? 2, who specifically needs this? This product, this talk, who specifically needs it? 3, can I explain it simply in one sentence? Can you explain your product, your vision in one sentence? Am I willing to work on this without applause or immediate reward? That's one thing that doesn't happen in this Gen Z life. If they can't applaud it, if somebody can't have 1,000 like, then it's not working. It is working. There are people that are listening to you. There are people that are following you that will not say like, that will not like it, that will not show you anything. But they are there listening. 5, would I still pursue this if no one else was doing it? Definitely. That's the questions you need to ask yourself. Will I continue with this even if nobody is pursuing me, even if nobody is following me, even if nobody is showing? I've been on this thing sometimes, and it's only me and my wife that is following me. So, will I continue? Yes, I have a purpose. I have a plan. I have a goal to achieve. So it's important we pay that price. We agree to that. If yes or no, to most, revisit your blueprint, revisit your setting. Exactly. Ask yourself a question. Am I prepared? Am I ready? Is that thing that I want to become or I want to do? Ask yourself. Once you can ascertain yourself, you are sure of yourself, then you know you are not just doing. You are not on a fantasy strip, but you are on a reality journey. Faith and business are not enemies. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is the substance of things Hope for. Hebrews 11:1. Let me say it again. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is the substance of things hoped for. You get that in Hebrews 11:1. That means there's a substance behind it. Research, wisdom, and execution. Your God-given vision should solve real problems, improve real lives, reflect real values. I've asked us a question before. What you are dreaming about, have you been able to find out if it is meant to solve real problems? Have you been able to find out if it will improve somebody's life? Have you been able to reflect back and say to yourself, this thing will add value to somebody? Because even we are a solution to something. And the solution that we are is occupying the space that God has given you. The space is between when you were born to the time you will go. So between that time, you are not just, you are in a space. You are occupying a space. You are created purposely for that space, for that thing that will come to you, that you will become, or that you will do. Now, is to do what? To accomplish or to complete what God has started. He created you and put idea. Now, if you remember, in the Bible, God was telling them, he will come to them in the evening and say, listen, go and do this, name the animals. He will come to them and say, do this. Because why? They were created for a purpose. And that purpose sometimes is revealed to us in a dream. That purpose sometimes is revealed to us in a trance in different ways. We all get our vision and everything. But once you get a vision, because you are not sure where it's coming from, sometimes we are not sure. It could be just we saw somebody driving a Bentley car. We say, oh, I want to buy a Bentley car. Is that a vision? No. You ask yourself, then you analyze it. Will this solve a problem? Because if the solution you have, if what you have is not a solution, then it's just a fantasy. All right? So now, affirmation and prayer declaration. My dream is anchored in wisdom, not fantasy. I pursue vision with what? Charity, humility, and strategy. I solve real problems and deliver real value. All right? Now, there's some actions that we need to take. Let me talk about one or two or three of them. Describe the problem your idea solves. The woman needed to do what? Find empty jars. Not just any jar, empty. To put what? Oil in it. In one sentence, if you can't, you should be able to do that. But if you can't do that, the idea needs what? Refining. If you can't put in one sentence your how to describe, you can't describe the problem your idea will solve in one sentence. That means your idea need what? Needs refining. You need to go back and do your research and really find out, because you should be able to say, hey, this vision or this idea, this thing that I have is to solve this in one sentence. Now, if you can't do that, that you have to, go into a whole explanation to say that, then you need refining. Number two, survey real people in your target market. Talk to real people. Find out from real people. If you're a Christian in your church community, talk to the real people and then ask, would you use this? Will this help you? Can this solve your problem? Will you pay for this? Now, study 3, existing businesses in your field. Learn what they do well and what is missing that you can offer. Now, because sometimes we have vision that we can see that's already in existence. Now, the reason why I believe, the reason why that is still coming to your mind, the reason why you are still having that vision is because there's a loophole, is because there's something still missing. So all you need to do is not to replicate, it's not just to start their business the way they're doing it, it's to do a research, find out what is missing. Find out how better to package what they are offering. Find out how to do what? To deliver that thing better. Find out how that thing could be repackaged or made to do what? To help better. Then you are now doing business. It might be the same, but you are offering something greater. God will give us what? God gives us what? Dreams. But he expects towards not fantasizers. No. He doesn't expect people that just fantasize on that vision, that plan that he gave you. Don't build castle in the cloud. Build foundations on truth. Don't build castle in the clouds. Build foundations on truth. Solve a problem, serve people, glorify God, and I say to you, you can. All right? Quickly, so let us pray. All right? Father, give us the spirit of discernment to recognize the difference between fantasy and vision. Help us to pursue what you have placed in our hearts, not just what existed in our emotions. Give us the courage to validate text and grow what you have given us. May our business reflect wisdom, solve problems, and glorify you in every way. In Jesus' mighty name. It's a wonderful day. Now, but quickly, if you who don't mind, I want to play something. I want to play one of my songs just being released 2 days ago. All right. Let's see. Let me look for it quickly. All right.
Genesis to Revelation. Now holy love, no temptation. Where you waka, I go waka too. Like you, my baby. Anywhere you rest, I there with you. So shaky, shaky. Them they ask me how I take live till now. Now Baba love will carry me jam. Bone of my bone, joy of my life. No water fi quench this fire, yeah. Love strong past all desire, yeah. My covenant